Hello my beautiful people, it is Sherry Moulton back with another video. I hope you having a wonderful week. I hope you enjoyed my leftover paint Dutch pour from Wednesday, and today we are going to do some resin coasters using Julie's mold. I'll link this in the description box if you want to buy one. It is amazing. The quality in it is just, I can't believe, because I've always just been buying ones from Amazon and stuff. This one is actually quite a nice mold. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to my flowers. I haven't done a flower in a while. So we're going to do the bloom flower that I've been doing for a while. And I'm gonna put these in the center. I picked these up at Michael's. I think I showed it in one of my shopping hauls. They're, what do they call them? They're just called sticky gems. They're like those drizzle stones that you can get. So I figured, I always have issues with my glitter spreading, which if you let the resin thicken and you put it in, yes, it will not spread, but I tend to can't wait. So I'm gonna put this, let's see if you can get it better, in the center of my flowers. And yeah, so that we're gonna get to it. Resin of choice today is Krystal Resin, if I can get that in there. When I mix, because I'm gonna leave you, when I do this one, you wanna let the resin set for quite some time. That's part of the chemistry of the blooming of it. You have to have it where it's warm. So in my basement, so my resin right now is upstairs in my sink warming up. Sorry, I'm still not feeling well, so my brain is everywhere, so I apologize. So with that, when I mix my resin, I am using my respirator. This is mine. I have my Dyson air purifier on, and while I'm mixing, I'm doing all this wonderful PPE. When I come back to do the video with you guys, once everything is mixed, I will be taking my mask off just so I can talk to you guys. But you, please use your PPE at all times, gloves as well. And with that, I'm gonna go get my resin out of the sink and mix it up, and we will be right back and get into this. I'll see you in a second, guys. Always miss the button. Hello, we are back. I am all mixed up mentally and resin wise. I did 10 ounces because this usually, from what I measured when I did the other coasters, these take 2 ounces per mold per coaster. So I only want half of that right now because we're going to do our flower bloom on the bottom. And with that, I usually only put about 1 ounce in. I just see a whole bunch of hair on this side. I thought I did well. This is how you clean them, guys. Preferably without the gloves on because it sticks to everything. Just take your tape and it'll pick up any loose little things. Excuse me. I also wipe it out with my alcohol. I give the spritz with the alcohol, 99% alcohol, and wipe it out with a paper towel. I use that as well. So yeah, I'm just chit-chatting because this method, you need your resin to sit. It should sit. Now my resin has about a 35-minute working time. The Krystal Resin that I use, it has about a 35-minute working time. So what I do, and I've never timed it, ever. So I mix it up. I usually get on here, I chit-chat with you, I mix everything, and by the time I go to do it, it's actually ready. So I personally have never timed it. Now, you can measure it heat-wise. The hubby bought me this. This is kind of cool. Amazon. It's like it tests your, I'll show you. You shoot it at your resin. And my resin is at 26 degrees. And it does both, or it's 32. don't know if you can see it. I think you can see it. So it should be, because it says the optimal is 26, I think. So we're gonna let it sit. We're gonna chit. So I'm going to pour 1 ounce in each. I love using these little plastics. The only few things I have left that I still buy are these plastic things, because when I'm doing my blooms, I know it works. I know it is one thing that works. So I'm going to pour it in here. And when your resin is in a bowl, like a big container like this, it cures faster. As opposed to, now I'm not scraping every little bit out, right? There's a little left in each one. So it's probably not a true 1 ounce. So we're going to pour these in, and then I'm going to mix up my my white pigment. We're going to use Res Angel White today. And that might even be a bit more than what I want, because I want to do a layer. I don't know, some people like the clear, but I quite enjoy doing the plain glitter. You know, it's a glitter kind of world, right? In my world anyway. And I'm going to pour that back in here because I have something to do with it after, if I have leftovers. So I'm just going to kind of move it around, get it to the edges. I went over here. I love putting my boards, my things on these wooden, they're just a cutting board from the dollar store. Now I leave my plastic on until it no longer can be, until I make a mess. But it's awesome because I can pick I should watch what I'm doing. I can pick this up and I can put it aside. It doesn't have to stay put. Especially if you're using these ones that I've cut up, or individual molds. This is a nice idea because it you are able to move everything. Now that was a silly thing I did. I got resin on the outside, so I'm just going to wipe the edge here when I was flipping it around. I'm going to let it sit there. I'm going to pour 2 ounces in my silicone cup. I have no other, so I'm just going to, hopefully you can see. It's not like you really need to see me pour 2 ounces into this little cup. Oh. And this is what I'm going to use for my flowers. 1. I always have leftovers, but this has 6 flowers, so I'm going to do 2 and a bit. And I'm going to scrape it because I'm going to play later. If I have extras, I'm going to play around with this and alcohol ink, and if it works, I'm not going to do it on camera, but if it works, we will do a video of that. So I have my clear. This is, it's a mess because it was leaking on me. So this is from Laura's Art Corner. This is Res. This one is Angel White, and you want to use Casting Craft Opaque Pigment is the one that I always used. You want something that's gonna give you that effect. You can't use paint, you can't use alcohol ink. If you want it to bloom, it's just a chemical reaction. So you have to use these certain things. The Krystal Resin one as well, the white, it does the same thing. So, because you get people wanting to know if you can put paint in, and I'm like, I don't think the paint will work, and it's all about a chemical reaction and timing. So I'm stirring up my Angel White. The only thing is with the Angel White, or this type of a pigment, I don't know how much I'm using. So I'm gonna do that. And when you're mixing, I'm gonna get rid of this one and put that in my other one. Oh, and I'm using my amazing stir sticks from Krystal Resin. They're the most amazing things ever. They're on their website if you want to check them out. Yeah, so with that, I always used, if you're going to use the casting craft, I always did 10 drops in 1 ounce. 2 ounces. I always mix 2 ounces, and I always used, I'm just mixing, sorry. And I always used 10 drops. I'm making a mess. That's par for Sherry. Now I don't know if I want, I'm gonna go overboard. I'm gonna put more in there, and I'm gonna get a clean one every time, because you do not want to contaminate. Use it like a medication. You never want to double dip, because you're gonna get stuff in there. I'm gonna put that much more, because you're gonna put contaminants in there, and then it ain't gonna work right. You're gonna get grubby stuff. I don't know, I might be talking jibber jabbish right now, guys, but that is what I would suggest. Now I have a little tip from the wonderful and amazing Laura from Laura's Art Corner. If you have bubbles, because I came down the other day, I haven't been down here in my studio in a week. I have been not feeling that bad. I have been feeling that bad, sorry. I didn't step foot down here, and everything was just everywhere. So I organized, put everything back where it was supposed to be. I did that the other day. And then I had full intentions of getting a bling bling video out, and oh my goodness, I tell you guys, this has hit me craziness. So my amazing friend, my coworker that gave me that big amazing bag of stuff, these were in it. They are actual silicone. I thought they were hard. So Laura was telling me, if you have bubbles in your resin and they're on the edging, I have gone around and I've done, you see people going around with like a popsicle stick, or something with a sharp end on it. Now the only thing with using these, it's good, but you can scrape your molds, which is not good. So I have this, which you can go around, but this is kind of not ideal for something like this, right? These would be perfect. You can go around the edge and get all of those bubbles. So I'm going to try that with my purse, the next one. So thank you, Laura, for that amazing tip. So, do I always do it, I'm going to do it white. We're going to stick with tradition. So this is going to go in here. It's just, these are leftover cups that I have. I'm trying to use them up. And this is just a sandwich baggie. I like to pipe them in. Some people are better than me at, putting it in on a popsicle stick. But to me, that's so more time consuming. I was just about to set it there. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to scrape it all out here, guys, and in here. You're not missing much if you're out of the frame. I'm just dumping that in there. All right. I'm going to wipe off my sticks because, I thought I ruined them because I was a bad artist and I didn't clean my products right away. And it all come off. It was resin hardened on there, and I was like, oh no, please don't let me ruin them. Okay, we're gonna get rid of some of this bubbles. I am just gonna use the heat gun on low in the center. There's a lot of bubbles in there for some reason. I'm going to, I got a couple, like I've in my basement. So you see me picking things out. It's dust, pieces of dust. I'm gonna get them out before I start laying down my beautiful stuff. There. So I'm gonna come in. I don't want to ruin these, but there's so many bubbles. And I've never sprayed the alcohol because it's all chemical reaction, guys, right? Oh, I don't want to do this. I'm going to do my torch really low in the middle. Like, I mean really low. I don't even think you can see the flame. And I'm just going in the middle. Oh, there, that's better. And I've got resin on the side because you don't want it to clump up on you. What is that? I don't know what that was. Anyway, perfect. Okay, so that is good. And I'm going to put my little... Oh, I'm going to take my glove off just to put this thing in because it's a sticker. And I'm going to put these in the center. I'm going to drop it and then I will maneuver it around. I'm just trying to see, are those the same size? Oh, they are. I was thinking they were bigger. And oh, they are the same size. That's funny. So I don't know what color. We can go any color behind because, and I'm gonna get another glove on, guys. Put some powder on my hand because my hand is all sweaty. Little tricks of the trades. Oh, all right. Something on there. I don't want that in there. So we're going to make sure that is in the center. Ooh. That was my worry. We'll see if this is too tall. It's the only thing when you're doing this kind of a... Oh. I'll leave it. There's a little backing. There, that looks centered to me. I'll put these away, get them. Oh, goodness, Sherry. Like I said, it's all timing, so I'm not in a big rush right at the second to get this in here. I'm gonna pick up some more of my dust particles, and I think we're good. So this, we're gonna, yeah, it's starting to feel warm. So I've got it in my baggie. I'm gonna twist it. There's more than enough in here, so I think this is gonna work well. I'm gonna cut. I gotta find the good scissors because I've got 3 pairs here. I should just get rid of the ones that don't work. I'm gonna cut the end off because that gets in the way. And then, oh, I stress this, I can't stress this enough. Cut off a little as you can, because you can always come back with a second row. You can never come back and take it out. So, yeah, so that's good. All right, let the games begin. And just I just like doing this circle. And it's kind of neat because sometimes you can see it react right away. Do as many petals, as little petals as you want. You can do a circle and drag your stick through. It's all up to you. Only thing I find, I try to go as close to the edge because I find it shrinks in. Perfect. Now do this 5 more times. Fast forward if you don't want to see my lovelies. But if you're at my channel, you know you're going to get it all from me. I don't like fast forwarding. I figure you guys have a button that you can do that. This one might be goofy, but every time I say that, that's the flower I end up liking. Now, every time you stop and go, like, I don't know if you can see it in the video, like every time I join the petal, sometimes if it's not in the right stage, you may get a blob where that little joint is. So that's why some people like doing just a complete circle and dragging the stick through. Woo, perfect. You can see it's working already. And you can see on this one where the little blobbies are. And I'm going to wipe this off every time just to get a clean start. And when you're doing it and you're wondering why one is not like the other, look at it this way. It's a chemical reaction. I have laid that coaster number 1 first. It is always going to be working faster than this coaster number 6 that I'm going to do last. If you look at it like that, then it's inevitable. You can't do it all at the same time. So you're going to get a different look on every one. At least in my head, that's what I'm thinking, because... Perfect. See how fast that one's going? That one's not. So when you're doing it, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't heat these up. I just let it do its thing. Again, it's a chemical reaction, correct? So to me, you can warm it up and all that stuff, but I never ever, I try not to, because I find it, I like the, oh, I was going to wipe it off. I like the idea of it just doing it on its own. And it's like a surprise bag. If you're wanting to be the consistent all the time, then yes, you can. But that is what I would chalk it up to, is one's working and the other one isn't. That's my thoughts. Now the hard part, I gotta pick what Laura's Art Corners glitter I'm going to put on the back. I could go out, get away with any color, because this in the front, the little stone I put in, I'll have to wipe it off, is gray, like a gray black. That's why I want to do a live sometime, because I can be asking what color, and I can have an answer from all you lovely people before I get to do it. And if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see, put it in the comment box, because I'm willing to try things at this stage of the game. After doing this for over 3 years, you get in a rut of what to do, and I'm the type, I just can't keep doing the same thing over and over. That is so monotonous to me. I'm just going to add a little blob there because it didn't work. See, now it's starting to thicken a bit. I got to apply a little more pressure to the bag. I'm going to do one there, and let's get the last one. And this, it's actually better if you work quickly. You don't get as many of those little blobbies, at least I find. And this is what I mean by the chemical reaction. The first one isn't going to turn out exactly like this one. When I put that in, this was very runny. When I put this one in, it's stringy. You can see the difference. And every one of them is going to cure at a different stage. So, hope that explains a little bit, because you get wondering, and people haven't done this before. So yeah, so I hope those little tips and tricks were very, very useful. So now I'm going to get my resin that's in here, and I'm going to try and play with a couple of these, and I will see you guys for stage 2 to put the beautiful, amazing glitters on. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hello, we are back. Our flowers have bloomed. I've left them for actually a day and a half. Now, I'm just going to show you. Remember I was saying that it's all a chemical reaction, and timing is everything. So I put this one in first, and then as you proceeded, your white is getting harder, and you're not harder, but warmer. So each one is going to be a little different. You're not going to get them all the same. To be honest, that's my personal opinion, but there we go, my friends. So I've mixed up roughly 6 ounces. I did 8. I'm going to keep a little bit because I want to play with something else. I think I put 5 ounces in my cup, and we are going to mix. Now, the gem thingies I put on the back are this color. So I've opted to do, we are going to do some of, I know I'm going to say this wrong. I was told it's written in French, so I have to pay attention. It is Pigmenti per Artistan Aluminum. It's from Laura's Art Corner. We're going to put if I can open the jar, we're going to put a substantial heap in there. Let's get this. I'm going to put, probably don't need that much. I'm going to put that much. Maybe a little more. I do not want it to be see-through. Oh, beautiful. I don't see through. I'm just going to mix it up for a minute. I made a mess there. Get that back in there. I'm just gonna make sure it's mixed up well. You wanna make sure your mica powders are stirred well, because you do not want little bits to be left. And I think we are good. Now to that, I'm gonna put my lid on because I am a messy Marvin, as you all know. To that, I'm going to also add from Laura's Art Corner, Laura's Art Kernel, really. This one is Ballroom Blitz. It is a silver glitter. It is amazing. So we're gonna put a good heaping spoon in there as well. Like, I mean, a heaping spoonful. Let's see what we got in there. Give it a mix. I think that should be good. I put a little more, but I don't want to. All right, we're going a little more. All right, lid on that so I don't make a mess with that. I'm getting excited. I get more. Another order from Laura's coming. Very excited. Always excited. Ah, look at that. All right, so I'm going to measure. Again, I'm going to say I only buy these measuring cups now. So I'm going to try and see. I'm pretty sure an ounce won't fit on here, but we're going to. Oh, stop it, spoon. I'm not used to, the other ones are very. We'll start with one. My resin is cold, and I want to stir it in between. Go down here. I guess I might need some more. Grr, Sherry. Ah, all right, I'm gonna pour a little bit more in here. Actually, let me just pour 1 ounce in here, and then I'm gonna mix just a little, maybe it'll be good. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to add a little bit of both. I'm gonna wipe my hands off, guys, because my glove has a little bit of resin on it. All right, I want to get a little bit of each. Not a lot. I'm just gonna use my lovely little spoon that I have. We're gonna do 1 spoon. Again, probably way too much. And splash off if I can, and about the same with the glitter. Let's see what happens here. good. It looks about the same. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here so I can dump it out. Make sure it's all stirred well. What in the H is that? A hair. And it ain't mine because I don't have long hair. Alright, let's scrape this out. Switch hands. Let's get a little maybe on this edge. Fill that little gap in there. And there. I think those are good, and since I've got a little bit in here, I might as well finish off with that heart. There we go. I'm gonna get my heat gun, turn off my heater so I don't blow my fuse, and here we go. Pop some bubbles. About all I want to do, and I want to keep spritzing it with some alcohol. I'm going to close my lid on my glitter, move that to the side, and let's get some alcohol, and there we go. That is so pretty. I don't know, I'm just infatuated with all the glitters, I tell ya. So with that, my beautiful people, we're gonna let this dry, cure overnight, and I will see you in the morning with some beautiful sparkles. I'll see you in the morning, guys. Hello, my beautiful people. We are back. I am excited. These are ready to come out. Look at that glitter. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm just gonna do this so they're all popped out. I have two that overfilled just a tad. Now we're gonna look at these because remember, this one I did first and proceeded on, and this one I did last. We're gonna look and see the difference. Like I was saying before, it's all a chemical reaction, right? So here we go. Look at that glitter. Awesome. All right, 1, 2, 3, and oh, gorgeous. And as I was saying, each time I come through, there's the blob, right? So every time when I did my half circles, because there's extra there, that's where the blobs are coming from. But it's still pretty, and my centers are nice. All right, so that's the first one. And again, lovely glitters. And here we go. So I think they're all going to be about the same. And if, yeah, they're cool. Now, I think the more you, yeah, they're all the same. The more, if I did it like a circle and went around and went around and went around and dragged it in and out like this, I wouldn't have got the blobs. We'll do another one. I'll do another video and we'll do it that way. Circle and then drag it in and out. Here we go. Oh, sorry, this one's got a little bit of a lip. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. This lip, I'm gonna cut that off. I still like them though. They're very pretty. The petals look three-dimensional on this one. Here we go. 2, 3. Like they look curved, like look at how there's the depth. And again, you can see a little difference on this one's the first one. This one's, you know, getting to the end. A little bit of the reaction to it. And again, that glitter is so freaking amazing. Here we go. Awesome. See, the blobs aren't as bad as it's getting further down the line, if that makes any sense. I don't know. And the last one. Here we go. Perfect. I love them all, actually. Oh, we got to get a little heart out here. It's just plain old silver. Pretty. Make a lovely little keychain. Well, there you go, my beautiful people. I'm going to just take this right off and lay them flat down, just because it was still a little bit like it's touchable, like I'm able to touch it, but I think if I left it upside down the other way, they would be, yeah. For purposes, we'll flip them up for right now. And then again, you can see in order how I laid them. You can see the difference. First, last. You can see the difference in it. So anyways, my beautiful people, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked my new mold again. I'm going to put the link to that in the description box. And yeah, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up and hit the bell for notifications. And if you like the video, give it a share. And with that, in my description box, I have the links to my Amazon shops. I have the links to Krystal Resin, which I used here today. I also have the links to Fundy molds. Use my discount code Sherry Moulton 10, I think it is. It is in the description box. Also, save the best for last. I have the amazing Laura's Art Corner, all my La Res products from there, and also these amazing glitters. Go check her out. Use my discount code, all capital letters, Sherry Moulton 10%, and you get 10% off your whole entire order. And with that being said, my beautiful people, I hope you have an amazing Friday, and I will see you on Sunday with a bling bling and a announcement for my Canadian friends. Love you guys. Have an amazing Friday. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye.